Hey man, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy back again with another month video. This is my third reaction for the day, probably my last one. In case some news come out, then I'll do another one. But you know what I'm saying? This probably gonna be my last one for right now. You know what I'm saying? About to hop on 2K, about to hop on First to Find. But we got the flight, everything that you need to know about the college football team, the ultimate team, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. I know all y'all probably subscribe to Flight. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the dude that making the video. You know what I'm saying? The video. Stay 35 minutes, so we're straight into it, man. This is the mode I'm gonna be playing the most. Y'all gonna be playing? You spend your money on playing Ultimate Team, just play Madden. No, nigga, I'm trying to use Cam Newton. I'm trying to use Tim Tebow. I'm trying to create an all urban team. Auburn. I'm trying to use all LSU team. I'm trying to make Nick Saban recruit team. You know what I'm saying? Like let's get into it though, man. Subscribe, man.
What you do, Flight Crew, FTC.
Y'all can do that. Y'all can do that dynasty, man. I'm gonna dabble in that.
July. We got everything we need to know about NCAA college football 25 Ultimate
Let's run it up.
And then we also got 25 of the biggest features added to 25 college football. 2-in-1 video. First up, we are on the channel of the actual CC2. Make sure you sub up to his channel. Get him to 100,000 subscribers. He got this organized video about the details of Ultimate
Shout out to him, bro.
Football. Let's check it out.
Our breakdown of college football Ultimate Team. They're calling it
I got the video sped up too.
Everything in this video because there's going to be a lot of people. Some of it's familiar. If you've been playing Ultimate Team, some of you guys have not. You have not. So we want to cover everything. And yes, some of the mode does involve spending. I'm hoping EA they pull that back just a little bit for everyone. But there are some new ways to make coins, build teams, and do all that, which seems like it's a better option for grinding. Again, anytime you're in an Ultimate Team mode, there's two ways to get things: time or money. And that's always the choice that you're going to have to make.
I'm going time, Bobby.
Some of it is kind of expected. Some of it is new, and I will cover everything here for you guys. Strap in. Let's have some fun. And if you don't like Ultimate Team and you're just curious about it, you don't have to try it on day one. You can watch. We'll be covering it. And we will obviously give you guys every single step of the way on what you should be doing in College Football Ultimate Team. All right, we're in. So again, it looks a little different than what Madden Ultimate Team is, but for the most part, after reading through the blog, double checking, a lot of it seems visually the same.
Damn it,
There's
Flight.
a couple big things that I want to kind of get out of the way. Hey, there are going to be NFL players in here. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow.
You dirty bitch. Ooh.
There will probably also be some guys
you dirty bitch.
not in the NFL. Maybe retired players, legends, and hopefully we're also getting some guys that didn't quite have the impact in the NFL, right? Again, I always think of a Pat White. Maybe you're thinking of...
Hey, real nigga for mentioning Pat White, bro. See, bro, I be trying to tell y'all, bro, I got that real football knowledge, bro. Football was my first sport before basketball. Bro, right then and there, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Pat White was supposed to be the next Mike Vick and Lamar Jackson, bro.
See, I was a little kid when Pat White was in the field, man.
Otherwise, unfortunately. But, bro, real one for mentioning Pat White, bro. Yo.
Tommy Frazier.
God damn.
Beach Day is back with even more to scream about. And it's turning
But I'm ready to see what these niggas gonna talk about, man.
Stuff like that. So again, what Ultimate Team is a team building mode with cards. So you will see a lot of stuff in here. There are going to be challenges and objectives. The challenges are normally single player offline modes. You're going to go through and earn really, really basic parts of things. Okay. A couple coins, couple cards, some XP to build up your field passes. A field pass is going to be like your season pass, right? As you fill it up, you will get rewards. The better rewards.
I'm grinding.
Will obviously
Every game I'm grinding, bro.
Well, at the end, okay? They say coins everywhere. We'll see about that one. But when you start to build your actual Ultimate Team, you're going to be able to build from people currently in college and other cards from other promos as well. Again, we talked about some of that stuff. One thing that seems to be different here is we have team chemistries for all the college teams, and we have scheme chemistries. Schemes, real scheme-based stuff. So a 3-4 scheme, a spread scheme, stuff like that. So you're going to be able to do that. However, it looks like, and it sounds like anyone currently in college is going to be able to get every sort of team chemistry. It's kind of hard to build up to a 50-player squad with just Ohio State players. It's hard. So that's why they're helping that out. And it sounds like, and I assume that any legends, previous college players, will probably just get their own team. You know, they show a Joey Bosa card. Maybe he only gets Ohio State. Part of the reason they're doing that is talking about the transfer portal and being able to keep up. Again, that's different in Madden. Sometimes they have all team chems, sometimes they don't. But as you start to build your team, you're going to start out with a pretty small team. It's going to be a pretty terrible team. Talking all about the chemistries. Again, as you build chemistries up, you will get certain boosts on all the cards that have a matching chemistry. So we see here with the pistol one. So add the pistol playbook to your lineup to get a plus 25.
It's the only reason these niggas don't have a picture is because they like is these real players? Cause I want the picture. I don't want that.
Chem boost. So if you use the specific playbook for that scheme, you're going to get a pretty massive boost there. So playbooks will have all 134 of the team playbooks and playbooks from each of these special schemes as well. Like we get spread, run and shoot, veer and shoot, I think it was called, stuff like that. So by adding that specific playbook, you're going to get a much bigger scheme boost. So if you can use that, that's great. What I'm curious too, and we don't see it in here, is if you were to use, say, UGA's playbook, you get a big boost on the UGA stuff. Maybe, I would like to think that you would, but we don't 100% know. If you love sports, you're looking to take your daily fantasy pick here. If you or set on
good shit, Flight, please keep it that for me.
If you want to try out playbooks, there are solo challenges which let you go in and see them all, which is good.
Scheme,
I'm sure there's just regular practice mode somewhere outside of Ultimate Team.
I'm about to put in this.
I didn't personally see if there was anything in there.
Locker code. Hold on.
They're talking about player items will have access to all 134 team chems. It says all player items will have a default team chem. However, with Transfer Portal, we want to allow you to put your favorite players from all over the country. Again, they're not showing us some of this other stuff here, so we just have to kind of understand and what we need to know and how we're going to build our teams out. Again, with abilities, is going to be similar to Madden by putting certain abilities on cards. Only certain cards are going to unlock certain abilities. And again, I think that's more hands-on where we need to really find out the ability sets that we need to have on cards, so I'm not overly worried about that. The front of the card,
Michael Pitts Jr.
on just giving people more of an idea, because there are so many different players out there that you may not know that someone is a good card or a good player, or they have a certain attribute you're looking for. So it's all in the front of the card there, which is kind of a nice change. And then they're talking about the item rarities here. Again, that's the stuff that you're going to see on the back of the cards with certain abilities, just giving everyone that idea of like, this is good versus this is better, this is worse. A color coding map is obviously helpful. Common, you've played Mutt. Common green, uncommon green, rare,
I haven't
blue,
played Mutt since 21.
That's the same color scheme that Mutt has used for a while on a lot of this stuff here. So like we see here with Joey Bosa, you can see all this. We have a Michael Penix getting some of these bronze tier abilities and all that. Again, abilities is its own sort of thing, right? With the programs, these are your promos, and there's a couple mentioned here. Ultimate Alumni, and they have a bunch of these kind of in the pre-order where they seem to be just previous players from last year or getting a decent little overall starter card. A lot this low overall stuff, 82 seems to kind of be where free kind of comes into play at the start. There's also going to be conference stories of the week leading up to seasons. They're going to highlight a lot of stuff, new players, challenges, sets. Be on the lookout. We have Jonathan Jefferson from SMU in here. And again, a lot of times when you have current players, they're not going to have an actual picture. They're going to have an in-game capture. So, hope that makes sense.
Shit,
as part of the, hey, the game's been gone for a decade, they have an in case you missed a program here as well. Going over some of the important things that have happened in the past. This is where we see a Joey Bosa card. You'll get a chance to look back at the moments and get some players from some of those big moments. Curious to see what that is.
We got Wimby in that bit. Hold on.
It's a weekly thing. We see Ray Lewis.
Oh shit!
Take my money! Take my money! Take
Oh
my
god!
money! Take
My
all of it.
pockets!
Take all my money!
I'm doing no money spent. I'm tripping.
That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to fucking see. That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see.
I'll just open this back up.
5 bands a week on Ultimate Team on
Come on, bro.
football. I don't give a fuck. Take all of it.
This is the best
Why would they give
AI
you?
tool
Man, I just opened this locker card. Man, they gave you Jason Tatum and Vince Carter.
Yes!
Invincible. What the hell?
What the hell? This game is generational, bro. I'm gonna be on this game bro. We're gonna be on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on this
way more than basketball for 2025, bro.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about him.
There's
I'm gonna be on both.
They really done outdid themselves for this game. They really did out, bro. This is all I needed to see. Bro, Miami Hurricanes, Ray Lewis, bro. Bro, imagine they literally gonna have so many Miami Hurricanes legends in this game. You got Sean Taylor, you got Devin Hester.
Can they put Sean Taylor in the game?
Of course, bro. There's just the list goes on. Fred Taylor, there's so many. Bro, not even that, bro. The legends that they can just do. I wonder what type, how many different legends they're gonna overall have in the game. Bro, I'm gonna go crazy once I see that Marshall Randy Moss, bro. Yo,
bro, I'm doing a no money spent. So any card I pull, I'm gonna be jumping out my pants. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
No way
Yeah,
they
see?
really outdid themselves in this one right here, bro. No way they really outdid themselves right here. This is all I needed to see. This is amazing, guys. Dog, I can't believe this shit, bro. Yo, first day we having a huge pack opening, bro. How much is like the coins and the virtual currency go? What is it? It don't matter,
Right?
bro.
You have an opportunity. You have to go to the pack.
Nigga said 10 days a week.
Shit.
In charge of that.
Oh!
Really, no. They said weekly. They said weekly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's even said they said weekly legends, bro.
I don't know the KD.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's obviously going to determine
I'm like to
a whole
be on
lot
this shit like a
how they
motherfucker.
are gonna
Oh,
manage,
what the hell?
college football content and Madden content together. I do not know just yet. Unfortunately, I wish I did, but
Bro, that's gonna be easy. You don't even gotta worry about Madden. Madden just keep dropping the legends. The legends is gonna, bro. They can release a legendary Ray Lewis on Madden and then a throwback Ray Lewis from the Hurricanes on college football. They're two different cards, bro.
Yeah, it can be two different
totally
cards.
You know what I'm saying? Dynamics and everything like that. And I don't even think that's gonna even be an issue.
You check out these cards, bro.
Holy crap! This is all I needed to see, bro. Just that was the only thing I was worried about, bro. I'm just like, please, college football, do not sell the Ultimate Team mode and not put like past legends in it. And
Yeah, because I was like,
bro,
I'm trying to run
the
up
current
Cam
football
Newton
players or whatever like that. There's no way they're not going to be that slow, bro. Oh no, they came correct. They came correct. And just understand, this 85 overall Ray Lewis, that's not going to be the highest overall. Because the same thing with Madden, they always, give out like the 85 overalls.
85s.
Then they go to 88, then they go to 90, and then the 92, then so on till it's 99. Hey, college football got to get it. Same thing with 2K. They got to give 100 overall cards in Ultimate Team this year. For college and Madden.
how that all plays out, I guess. Now we get to play the game. You built a team, you can play
Don't
the
do that,
game.
don't do that,
Live
don't do that.
events are this
Not
thing.
for free,
There's
though.
the
Not for free.
orientation
Don't do it
thing.
for free.
It's a real beginner thing. Get through it, then you'll start to actually get to your field pass when you're going to get actual rewards, different packs, and all that sort of stuff. You'll have different sets to put cards in for upgrades. They always talk about it like it's a good thing. On regular upgrade sets, generally not the best thing to go into. Maybe early on it's fine. Who knows? We get new ways to play. There is a solo seasons option in here. Again, is it going to be worth your time? If you're not spending money, it seems like it could be a way. But again, you need to know what the rewards are. We don't really know what the rewards are. Solo seasons and solo battles are indeed back. If you want to play online head-to-head, you can obviously do that. Generally a pretty good way to play. But we have...
So let me read this head-to-head stuff. So college football Ultimate Team has more traditional modes, head-to-head, where you'll play through a season, make the playoffs, win championships. Oh, bro, this is amazing. This is perfect. This is perfect, man. I can't wait.
What are your options now?
Bro, 4 more days. 4 more
Jay,
days,
this
bro.
is so
4
fucking
more
trash,
days,
bro.
4 more
Gauntlet.
days.
Nigga about to piss me off, bro.
Gauntlet.
My
It's
fault.
where you have to get 10 wins,
10 wins.
but you only get to do it once a week. It's on the weekend. And if you get
I
too
wonder if
often,
they're gonna have any Ultimate Team tourneys, bro.
you're done.
Like, you know how to Madden, they be having like tournaments or something sometimes.
Oh
like
no,
Saturdays
next card
out
of
the
German
league.
packages might
That
be
shit would be
doo-doo.
so lit during college football weekend, bro. I fire up and man,
Oh,
early
shit.
ass stream tournament, bro.
Yes.
My most expensive college
Like,
football team,
relax.
bro. I'm gonna be running through, bro. I'm gonna have the best team, and I hope everybody knows I'm gonna have the best team. I'm gonna make sure of that, bro. We're gonna have the best team, and yo.
Oh my god, come here.
Holy
Baby.
shit,
Exclusive
bro.
players. Very interesting. We always like to see that. Gauntlet is Friday at 1:30, Monday at 1:30. You can enter the gauntlet with coins or by winning through champs during the week. It feels, I'm not an expert on this, it feels kind of FIFA-ish, FC 24-ish with how that is all set up. We need to actually see how that all works. And then they're going to have general house rules. Again, shorter options for online games with different rule sets, college overtime they have here, and some other stuff. So that is really what's going to be coming. It seems like they're putting, obviously, very much. It feels very much-ish with a couple changes to it right now. Again, what I want to see, how are the rewards? Again, if you're asking for my time in a competitive mode, I need to make sure that my time is going to be rewarded accordingly. Same thing with an offline solo seasons. I need to make sure that if I'm going to put in an hour or two to win this, is it worth my time? That's how I actually got into that transition from playing a lot of, when it's...
Yeah, let's see if there's anything else.
I kept seeing a little bit of...
Yeah, it's all good. We got all the news. Shout out to the actual CC2. Make sure y'all go.
See, now this card fire.
All right, now we go to Eric Rayweather.
Eric Rayweather.
To get on to 600K. He got the top 2. He got 25 biggest features added into college football, so we got some more exclusivity. Remember, Eric Rayweather is an EA partner, so he has the inside tea and the scoop from everything behind the game. So let's see these 25 new biggest features.
College Football 25 comes out in a week, so let's talk about the 25 biggest features for the upcoming game. If you haven't been keeping up to date every step of the way, or you just want a roundup of all the most important things for the game, including some info that we learned today, this is the video for you. And if you don't want to miss out on some of the future info that we'll be dropping, like the Road to Glory deep dive later this week, or the exclusive gameplay I'll have for you guys this weekend, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on so you don't miss them.
Damn.
between vibrant jungles, the sweltering desert, and beautiful beaches, then come to Toronto.
All right, so as soon as you go, I gotta know that's it for next year because I started using my right stick for layups and shit.
If everybody watching and subscribe, you can do that in a few days. Number 1, over 11,000 real life players are in the game, including Arch Manning, who just announced that he's officially in the game. He was one of the only notable people that had originally opted out of the game, and it kind of became a meme. A lot of people were giving him a hard time for it, but I guess he had a change of heart, especially after seeing pretty much everybody else opt into the game.
So wait, so Archie Manning, which is Peyton Manning or Eli Manning's son? I don't remember which one. Tom Brady's better, by the way. Anyway, they said that he opted out for what?
So you will be able to play with Arch Manning in College Football 25, including every other big name and even small name player. So this will be the first college football game that actually utilizes real players, and they even have real player likeness as well that looks pretty close to how they look in real life. They used AI along with pictures
y'all fuck Travis Hunter up
because they couldn't scan over 11,000 players into the game, but most of them look pretty good. Number 2, fast-paced gameplay. This is one of the biggest things about this game and kind of what differentiates it from Madden's gameplay, which is also created by EA Sports. As we saw in some of the gameplay footage yesterday and earlier on, the game does play very fast. It's very wide open. You're going to have a lot of big plays. You're going to have a lot of good ball carrier and left stick movement in this game. You're going to be able to get sticky. You're going to be able to create highlight plays, and you're going to be able to just really make some crazy stuff happen on the field in a way that you can't just quite replicate one-to-one in Madden because it's a much slower game and it's meant to be a little more realistic, I guess, but in terms of a video game, the fast-paced gameplay makes it much more fun in my opinion. Number 3, revamped passing. This is another one of the biggest changes to this game as compared to Madden because the Madden passing system, while okay, doesn't have the best ball trajectory. However, in this game, they have redone it with a new passing meter that gives you much more realistic ball trajectories. You're able to really loft the ball into the air to the back pylon on deep bombs. You're also able to get good intermediate touch passes and throw it just over the middle field defenders like linebackers. You're really able to make throws in this game that we haven't really been able to make in Madden for a long time, which makes this game even more realistic and it makes the passing a lot of fun. Combined with the left stick movement, you're able to really place the ball where you want, and now your throw power rating isn't just about distance but also velocity. So a guy with high throw power is absolutely going to be able to make more difficult and tight window throws than a lesser throw power QB will. Number 4, wear and tear. This is another one of the bigger gameplay changes from the old NCAA games and even the Madden games. You have to really monitor how your players are taking hits. The more your player takes a hit throughout the game, the more certain body parts start to fatigue. And
I want to know, can I get all the jerseys in Ultimate Team though? I think we should be able to do that.
Definitely want to get out of bounds or slide.
I'm talking about the rare ones too.
Oh yeah. By the way, with that wear and tear, this is just off of my IQ. Do not try to be saying, "Oh, you soft," like, bro. I'm definitely favoring the out of bounds every single time. Like, if I have the chance to get out of bounds instead of take the tackle,
for me and Flag got the same brain.
That's gonna be out of bounds or actually try to truck forward.
Oh, this nigga trying to hit. Throw this shit away.
Whereas if you go out of bounds, you can kind of keep yourself a little healthier.
I gotta get this. This is my year to get back into football though. So, and when I mean football, I'm not mean in real life. I'm talking about in the game. I haven't played Madden since 21. Y'all know that. In 22 share screen, so I haven't on that Madden game or football game in a while.
To glory, where you'll have to monitor it more on a week-to-week basis rather than just a quarter-to-quarter basis. Number 5, abilities. This game has a ton of player abilities. No X factors like Madden, but just abilities. But the way they've done it in this game is
I like that. No X factors. I like
kind of like abilities done. It's not a guarantee. It doesn't happen every time. They have different tiers from bronze all the way up to gold. The higher your ability is, the more it will activate. But it'll never be a guarantee. It's only situationally going to apply a boost to your player, and it's really only going to be on the top 100 players to make them feel a little more special. Number 6, home field advantage. Now this was expected to be in the game because it was a staple of the older NCAA games, but they've really done it in a bigger and better way this time around because the sights and sounds of the stadium are on a whole nother level and they're much more intense than they used to be. They also brought back the crowd pulse where you can pump up the crowd and turn the meter up. They have a lot of differences with the home field advantage compared to the older games where you're going to see more players not understanding their assignments than they did back in the day. It's going to be harder to audible and do hot routes when the home field advantage is at its worst. Obviously, you're going to have the play art that's going to be very distorted. It definitely feels like a challenge when you're on the road in this game. And to go along with this, there is also confidence and composure in this game. So if a player is hot, he will be less affected by the home field advantage, or if they have a road ability, they may be less affected by this. But if their composure starts to take some big hits or get sacked, or your QB throws an interception, then he's going to be a little bit more affected by the home field advantage. So how you play in the game will also affect how your team is reacting to the home field advantage. Really quickly.
Fuck. Make sure we still recording though. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta make sure.
Before we continue with this list, I do want to mention that we are still sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. If you like sports and you like winning money, then you've got so for win using my Again, they did themselves and they brought it to a whole nother level this time around. Of course, you're going to have all of the crazy option playbooks like the Army and the Navy, but you're also going to see a lot of newer age formations in this game, like with Oklahoma and Tennessee that have the wide splits in their playbook. You're going to see a ton more.
Wait, he just mentioned Army and Navy. That's a college football team, by the way. So those are the ones with the cheese option plays, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, they got like triple. They got triple option in that bit.
It's such a bigger deal now. A lot of playbooks have some nasty
RPOs. I want that card in that.
Which is very,
I want that Donovan Edwards.
There's so much to dive into with these.
That card, he was going stupid.
Around and you'll always find something.
But then he like a 92. He got like
the switch stick.
A 97
innovations for this
run or 99, something like that.
You to switch between players with the right stick.
Gotta get right on that.
Be on a linebacker defending a shallow route, and then you can flip the stick up to the safety, and then try to take away a seam route or something like that. This is going to be something that definitely takes some time to get used to and perfect, but those who do it will be that much better on defense in this game. Number 9, unique hot routes and stems. Something that this game is introducing that the older games didn't have, and even Madden has not had, is the ability to have a bunch of different hot routes at your disposal without the need for an ability. So instead of just the standard hot routes, you're going to have the more exotic ones now with both the analog and on the D-pad. So you'll be able to hot route corners and posts. You'll be able to hot route deep cross and wheel routes for wide receivers. For running backs, you can hot route Texas routes, different flat routes, triple option routes, and more. And included with these are the custom route stems where now you can take routes and you can stem them to whatever depth you want. So if you want a corner to run 2 yards or you want it to run 30 yards, you can do that. Number 10, a new kick meter. This is going to be another one of the bigger changes for gameplay, and it's going to make those long field goals or even intermediate ones a lot harder than they've been before. We've had different kick styles with old NCAA and Madden games. This is by far the most challenging kick meter to date, where the side-to-side bar moves pretty quickly, and if you're on the road and home field advantage is going crazy, this thing moves so fast that it's almost impossible to get it in the middle. And then you have to also fill up the power bar after you nail the accuracy, but you don't want to overkick, because if you kick too hard, that's also going to affect your accuracy. So there's a bunch of different things you have to take into account when kicking field goals now, and I guarantee you in this game, you're going to miss more than you ever had in a game before, making those long field goals not a guarantee.
I just don't want to lie.
Number 11, multiple commentary teams.
Bro, I'll be raging missing field goals, bro. Like
another big feature
I just don't want to lie.
is the fact that there are multiple commentary teams. You have the big game commentators, which are going to be Kirk Herbstreit and Chris Fowler, and then you're going to have the regular games, which is going to be David Pollock, Reese Davis, and Jesse Palmer. There's going to also be studio updates coming throughout the game from Kevin Connors as well. Now, if you're doing regular Play Now games, you can pick whichever commentary team you want, but if you're in Dynasty mode, you're going to get the big game commentators if it's like a playoff game or it's the game of the week. Otherwise, you're going to get the secondary commentary crew. Number 12, in-depth recruiting. One of the biggest things about this game is going to be recruiting in
this game looks so good.
Much the life of Dynasty mode, bringing in those new players.
Y'all did your thing with this
to pick your school, and it's more in-depth than it's ever been. More in-depth than it was in NCAA 14, but also kind of similar to how it was in NCAA 13. You can do a bunch of different things to find out your players' interest, from DMing them to talking to their family to literally just sitting in the house and trying to sell them immediately. Once you find out what they like.
Hey man, you got a brand new Hellcat outside waiting for you. Just this song, bro. This song, my nigga. I know you trying to get your family out there, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Just come over here. $20,000 bonus. You can get it to your fam. Really, no, I'm feeling a little generous today. $60,000 bonus. Come sign on this dotted line.
You can then soft sell or hard sell them on your school if your school meets their motivations. However, if they have a deal breaker, you'll have no chance to get these guys at all. So if your school is not currently a championship contender, for example, and there's a recruit that wants a championship ready team now, you won't be able to get him. There's also going to be gems and busts in this system as well, and it goes much deeper than what I'm going to talk about here. I did a whole video on Dynasty Mode if you want to check that out, but just know the recruiting in this game is as in-depth as it's ever been, and it's going to be pretty challenging for you. Number 13, the transfer portal. Another big change for this game is how prominent the transfer portal is. Now, in the older games, there was transferring, but there wasn't an actual transfer portal. Now, every season, players will enter the portal, players will leave your school, but you'll also be able to get other players out of the portal. But keep in mind, much like recruiting, some of these guys are going to have deal breakers. Some of the big name guys are probably not going to want to transfer to your school if you are a smaller school until you build them up. And this is going to make Dynasty a little bit more chaotic than it's ever been in the past. Number 14, custom conferences and schedules. In Dynasty mode, you will be able to customize conferences to your liking. You can bring back the old Pac-12. You can switch up the SEC. You can do whatever you want, and you can also customize your schedules as well. There are protected rivalry games, but outside of that, you can schedule pretty much whoever you want, and they also have fictional FCS teams in the game that you can schedule as well. Number 15, Team Builder. Yes, Team Builder is going to be in the game. We have
at Planet
Damn.
Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership.
haven't heard
Somebody
about
do the
it
same
yet,
thing.
but I know it's going to be ready when the game launches. I don't know if we're going to hear anything about it prior to that or not, but the Team Builder website will go live where you'll be able to create your teams, and you can actually create rosters for your teams in there as well. You can upload custom logos, you can change your uniforms to whatever you want, you can create the roster. There will be
I'm gonna be the swaggiest coach of all time
within this, and probably some more. We don't know a whole bunch about it yet because I think they're still kind of getting it ready. At least that's what I think, but it should be out for the release of the game, and you'll be able to create your teams in Dynasty mode. Number 16, the new college football playoff and conferences. Yes, these are going to be in the game, the updated 12-team college football playoff with the ranking polls during the season to let you know where you stand. And there are also going to be the new conferences like the new SEC and the new Big Ten.
Marshals.
So you'll be able to experience that new college football playoff and the new updated conferences in this game before people will actually see it in real life football, because the game comes out before college football season starts, which is pretty cool. Number 17, unique team intros. This is something that they absolutely knocked out of the park with presentation for this game. Every team has a unique intro for this game. So you're going to see Notre Dame tapping their play like a champion sign. You're going to see the Florida Gators rubbing the Gator head, LSU tapping the win bar. You're going to see pretty much anything that happens during the pregame for your team. It'll likely be in this game, making the intros unique and special to each team. Number 18, themed crowds. This is one of the smaller, but in my opinion, awesome things about this game. You will have themed crowds in Dynasty mode where applicable. So for example, if it's the first home game of the season typically, or if it is a big rivalry game, or if it's the game of the week, you will see some of the themed crowds like Penn State's iconic whiteout, or some other examples are BYU with the white and blue crowd, Tennessee with the checkerboard crowd, and more. If your school has some type of a themed crowd, it'll likely be in the game, but you will have to go in Dynasty mode to see this. Number 19, pageantry and traditions. Now, the previous two things I talked about kind of go along with this as well, but I wanted to make this its own talking point because aside from the themed crowds and the unique team intros, the pageantry and traditions go so much deeper than that. You've got all the band songs for every school. You've got unique crowd chants for every school. So if your crowd has a specific chant, there's a good chance that that is in the game. Even the hand signals that the crowd and the teams do, like for example, Texas players in the crowd, they throw up the horns, or Wisconsin throws up the W. All those things are in the game. Even specific celebrations are in the game, like the turnover celebrations where some teams have a championship belt, or Colorado has the throne that they sit on. And even for touchdown celebrations, we found out yesterday that the Colorado watch celebration that Shedeur Sanders does is also in the game. They've paid very close attention to all of the details, even down to the point where they have some licensed music in the game, which we've seen with Penn State, how they play Mo Bamba. And I do think this will play at other stadiums as well, because it's just one of those hype songs, so you will see it play, I think, in other stadiums, but it's going to be more prominent at Penn State. But there's even other songs in the game, like Sandstorm for South Carolina. You've got Zombie Nation, which plays at multiple stadiums. You've got Tsunami Bounce, which is popular with the Navy. And you even have the Iowa Wave song when they wave to the Children's Hospital at the end of the first quarter. So again, absolute attention to detail was paid in this game, and the sights and sounds are going to really immerse you in this game, unlike any previous iteration of it, in my opinion. Number 20, Road to Glory. Now, this is the mode we know the least about so far, but they do have a deep dive on this coming Thursday, so we'll find out all the details. But what we do know is you create your player, you have to manage a weekly schedule, your GPA, and your image, and also you can earn things like brand deals through NIL as well. You have to earn coach trust so you can get more playing time, and there's also going to be the transfer portal, and you can transfer every season if you want to. There is no high school this year in the mode, but you can pick to be a 2-star prospect all the way up to a 5-star. So if you want to be a 2 or a 3-star and have to earn your way up to a bigger school after proving yourself at a smaller school, you can do that. And your player will transfer to Madden so that you can bring him over there and play in superstar mode with him. 21, Road to the College Football Playoff. This is the online head-to-head regular team mode, and it says here on their website you will experience a new way to play competitively across consoles in this mode. You can represent your university, or you can take a power school to climb the polls. You earn rank by upsetting the toughest opponents and securing the votes you need to progress and level up divisions. Stack wins to earn your chance at making the playoffs and take home the national championship. So basically, it's going to be something like maybe a 10-game season, and you win so many games, then you get put into the playoff with other online competitors in your division where you currently rank, and then you go through the playoff and you try to win the championship, and the more you win, the more you climb the online leaderboard, which is going to be pretty cool. Number 22, past and present players. So today we learned with the Ultimate Team Deep Dive that there are going to be past and present players in the mode for the first time ever, because back when it was in NCAA 14, they could only have past players because they didn't have the rights.
Bro, guys, you guys don't understand the amount of aura, bro. It's one thing for a legendary, NFL player that still has aura. I'm not even getting it twisted. But a legendary college football player that's also a Hall of Fame NFL player, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, both games. Like, I get paid. I get big money.
But we are facing a new challenge.
Paid $20,000.
And multiple ones that are gonna be in the game, bro. The amount of aura, bro. Like, look at this, bro. OG Miami Hurricanes uniform, bro. Yo, dog. Oh my gosh.
I'm still mad as hell my mama could have went to.
Bro.
Number 23, solo seasons. Another feature in Ultimate Team will be solo seasons, which is new to even this game or Madden, which means you can actually play through a season mode against the computer. You don't have to go online with your Ultimate Team and get sweaty if you don't want to. You can build your team, do the auction house, do challenges, and then you can play a solo season against the computer. Number 24, the Gauntlet. This is kind of a two-part thing here. So there's an offline
I don't understand the Gauntlet.
It's been completely redone and looks absolutely crazy, which includes a bunch of new mini games that were also added in this game, ones that weren't even in the older NCAA mini
you
games.
talking
The
about
ones
this
that aren't
shit?
even currently in Madden. You can go through the gauntlet, play all these different mini games, all these different challenges, and it's pretty hard in my opinion from what I've played. But there's also a new gauntlet mode for Ultimate Team as well, which is going to be during the weekend. I think it's their spin on Weekend League where you play through 10 games, I believe it said, and you have to win at least 8 games to earn rewards. So it's going to be the competitive mode each weekend for Ultimate Team. Number 25, house rules. Ultimate Team will have house rules in this game, much like it did in Madden, but it sounds like they're putting a different spin on it, and they're going to rotate it a little more often. You'll be able to play these different styles of games, like college overtime, for example, where one week it'll just be a college overtime style game, and you're just trying to beat your opponent in college OT, whereas other weeks you may play a game where first downs are 20 yards instead of 10. Basically, just a different way to kind of kick back and play the game without taking it too seriously. Now, if you want a closer look on the gameplay,
shout out to Aaron Wayweather on that good take right there. I just remember on the back of my head, one of y'all actually linked me something earlier to look at. One last thing is actually just a quick little screenshot. It's basically the top 10 or 15 players of college football. So we better check that out right now. And then that's gonna cap it off. Man, where is this account at? Actually just
come on, flag.
Cool. Actually go down like we do with the Charizard dude, similar, or like any NBA Woj or whatever similar to that. So there's a feature that allows you to compare players on an EA website. That's cool as hell, actually. That's gonna be clutch for like Ultimate Team and shit like that. Okay, so here's where the ratings are right here. Okay, so we can actually view the top 100. Shout out to Everything EA. We can just go to the actual site. Yeah, Everything EA College Twitter
get off
page
Twitter, bro.
that just followed. I don't know if that's an actual EA dev that runs that account or whatever. That's just somebody else. But if that's a dev, how you guys doing? I've been a very great, you know what I'm saying, non-toxic, you know what I'm saying, person toward it. Y'all can, next year don't be shy to, or just any future events, invite me out to. All right, this link might not be working. Damn, I wish the link worked because there was a top 100 on there, but fuck it. Okay, so we have the top rated QBs in college football 25. This is gonna also help me pick out the teams I need to understand. You got Carson Beck from Georgia. I don't even know who that is. We probably seen him play from like NCAA games of like the past of this year. Because of like the ball games, but okay, so he has 74 speed, he's a 93 overall, 96 awareness. Shador is a number 2 ranked quarterback in the game, which I will be using Colorado in the rotation, definitely when it's for these ranked match games or wager games. He's a 93 overall. Bro, they gave him 80 speed? Nigga, y'all gotta give him at least 87. I'm not just up here and say Shador is definitely like on a Mike Vick or a Lamar Jackson fast level speed. But
yeah, at least 85.
80 speed overall is crazy. I'm faster than that. Bro, he had to be at least an 86 speed. That's disrespectful, bro. 80, because how does he have an 85 acceleration, but you give him an 80 speed? 72 strength, 98 awareness, 84 jump. Dylan Gabriel from Oregon, 92 overall, 81 speed, 85, 99 awareness. Quinn Ewers from Texas, 92 overall, 81 speed, 83 acceleration, 97 awareness. You got Jalen Milroe from Alabama. We remember him. Didn't he sell the game in that one championship game we watched this year? He has a 90 overall. He looks like he's the fastest quarterback in the game. 91 overall speed, 93 acceleration. To be honest, am I tripping? Did he not seem that fast when we was watching it? I feel like I'm faster than that. What is he running, a 40-yard dash again? Because, guys, this is like a generational game. So for them to be giving him the fastest speed as a quarterback, Jalen Monroe, he needs to run at least a 4.4 speed for him to have. He runs a 4.6? He runs a 4.6 and y'all niggas gave him a 91 speed? Nigga, I run faster than a 4.6 with 3 toes. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What connections he has behind the scenes at EA Sports? Just Shador Sanders needs to be the fastest quarterback in the game if that's the case. A 4.6 speed and you gave him a 91? Okay, I guess. Whatever. 75 strength, 92 awareness, 89 jump. Jalen Daniels from Kansas, who is the second highest speed quarterback at an 88 speed, 90.
Ready to get the video over with. We got like
for my reference, look up what his. But Jalen Daniels runs fast. Acceleration. You have, it looks like Oklahoma State, the halfback at 96 overall. And then you have the right quarterback. You have check overall. We got a little video clip right here of the top 10 players overall in college football 25. Okay, let's check it out. So you got Will Johnson at Michigan, 96 overall cornerback. You have LSU Will Campbell at left tackle, 96
Michigan might be
overall.
one of them
You have,
teams.
it looks like Oklahoma State, the halfback at 96 overall. And then you have the right end from Tennessee at 95. You have Ohio State free safety 95 overall. Travis Hunter at Colorado receiver 95 overall. You have Malaki Starks 95 overall at Georgia. You have another Michigan player. So you have 2 Michigan players, and you actually have 2 Ohio State. Let me find out Ohio State is a little bit OP in the game. Okay. So we've already said that we got dibs on Colorado. Michigan is definitely in a rotation after we watched the reaction yesterday with Bordox and Anthony Edwards, dude.
Come on,
Wager 1v1 and shit. So we got Michigan in the rotation for the wagers and the ranked matches. Now Ohio State has made the rankings because they have 2 players that are in the top 10. And Georgia, I'm also finding out, as 2 players into the top 10 as well. But I pretty much might be good off Georgia. But overall, I'd get in Ohio State for sure. They got a free safety, and they got a halfback. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Michigan that has the cornerback.
Watch what this nigga just said.
Another Michigan player that's a defensive tackle. And then also with Anthony Edwards, the running back. He's
I'm
probably
not joining no damn theater, bro.
I'm going to assume in the game. Yeah, so they got literally 3 players that are 90 overalls into the rankings right there. Definitely got to get them in the rotation. You got finishing off Quincy Jack Judison at 95, and then Tate Ray Ledge, 95 overall. All right, so there we have it, guys. That is the official up-to-date news of college football 25. We did find a couple of flaws, but hopefully they can fix that. That's okay. That's
hey,
not
man, ain't
really a
worried.
game-breaking
I'm not
decision on
worried.
whether you should cop the game or not. It's just rankings. And to be honest, and to be fair, and to be also humble about everything with the opinion about it, a difference between a 91 overall speed to an 88 overall speed is really not that much of a difference. It is, but it isn't at the same time. Hopefully EA fixes that, because I did call out that flaw. There's no excuse for that. Nobody can sit up there and say that you don't know what you're talking about, Fly. We just seen it right there. Buddy runs a 4.3, and he has a lower speed than somebody that runs a 4.6, borderline a 4.7. I'm excited about this game, you guys.
Me too,
This game's
bro.
already been pre-ordered. We got left.
I'm out of pre-order my shit right now. I know that shit got to get downloaded, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out of here. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Flight for making this long-ass video, you know what I'm saying? Throwing them ads up in there because I don't know what the hell you doing. But I'm out of here. Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, peace, man. I got to work on that shit.